What up, what up, what up, Unbreakable Kick. So, Army, we had the live this morning for the Air Jordan 4 black canvas. Now, I got a pair right here. And throughout the entire live, not necessarily the entire live, but we had our moments where we were just trying to see, like, what has been the best Air Jordan 4 to have dropped thus far this year. Now, I have to say the Air Jordan 4 that I have reviewed. Now, as much as I do like these Air Jordan 4 black canvas, I gotta still say that the Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navies is the best Air Jordan 4 that I have seen thus far this year. Now, I cannot say that this was the best release. This was probably the most glitchy for the Air Jordan 4s that I've seen thus far this year, man. And I don't know if it's because so many people wanted to grab these. I don't know if Sneakers App needed to do some updates. But before the shoes actually dropped, I did have to update the app on one of my phones. And surprisingly, that wasn't the one that was glitching. So if y'all had a lot of glitching issues with these Air Jordan 4 black canvas, let me know in the comment section below, because most of the Army did have issues with it, but I was still able to successfully get a retail dub on my personal phone, which is a size 11. So I got a dub. Grade school sizes sold out quick. Even on Nike had a couple dunks that they released this morning, and those were also hard to get and even hard to enter to try to get them. So this morning in general was just full of glitching with Nike and Sneakers App. Also, Army, I did do a review on these yesterday. Now, these actually drop tomorrow. So if you are interested in these pair of Air Jordan 3s, make sure you check out the video that I posted yesterday. That way you guys can get an up-close personal look at them and see if you actually want to go for these tomorrow. Now, Army, the main topic for today's video is Air Jordan 1. Now, we talked about the Air Jordan 1 taxis early on the live, and a lot of people say that them joints are gone. Now, these are slowly, I'm talking about like a snail race, starting to go up in price. Army, I did something very special for one of my neighbors who we've been living here for 5 years, and he recently just moved. Now, the crazy thing about it, Army, is that the current crib that I got, we actually bought this from my neighbor who literally moved next door. His grandfather, his family built this house that I live in and the house that he moved into once he sold us this house. So seeing him leave was very bittersweet.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. You know,
I'm keeping that in there too.
Well, you know, if this is like Unbreakable Kicks, I gotta go, what up, right?
You got to, man.
Oh, look at these. They're amazing.
That's what you wanted, man.
That's exactly what I wanted. Check that out.
That is what you wanted.
Oh, now is there a nickname for these?
Those are the Jordan 1 Yellow Toes, or the taxis, whatever one you want to call it.
Ooh, I'll take the taxi.
You like the taxis?
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that color. Yeah, look at that. I mean,
give them a quick review, man.
Oh.
So, Army, this is my neighbor Mike. We've been living here 5 years, and crazy thing is we actually purchased our home from him, and he literally moved next door. So he's been a big brother of mine for 5 years, and today is his last day here, man. And he's moving away. Him and his family is moving away. So
but it's never been about the shoes.
Never been about this. As long as we've been here, Mike. I think Mike maybe asked me for like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
But these right here.
I've been waiting 5 years.
You've been waiting 5 years for a pair of Jordan 1s, and there you go, man.
And I wanted ones. I wanted the classic, and look at that. I mean, those are dope, man. Like, look, I love the soles. They got the little stars on the bottom, right? Little extra grip. So I ain't. You know, I'm moving pretty far away, but I'm gonna be doing it styling.
You are, man.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
I'm happy to be able to help you purchase your first pair.
My first and only pair
of Air Jordans.
Of Air Jordans. And they're number 1s. That's great. Oh man, I can't. I'm getting emotional. Like, these are my first pairs, so
man,
I don't think I'll get hooked like you, but
man, hey, don't say it now, man. You see some other ones and you hit me up, and I have to ship them out to you, man. But
well, you know, and then the other thing you do now is like you're like, hey, today I'm wearing. And so, can I do it today?
Go ahead.
Today I'm wearing a classic work shirt.
Yep.
Usually I don't wear pants with it because I work remotely, but this is my work shirt. Yeah, stripes, blue and white. So
all day.
Yeah, but no, this is amazing. I'm gonna start keeping bees or something with these. You know.
Yeah.
I love them. Oh man.
Man, it's been an honor to be a neighbor, man. These last 5 years, man, and You know, I wish you guys nothing but the best.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
Man, thank you, bro.
All right, Army, so you see I gave my neighbor the Air Jordan 1 taxis. Again, we've been knowing each other for 5 years since we lived here, and he's always said, I want a pair of Air Jordan. So literally, once he left, your boy had to make sure that I had that pair of Air Jordan 1s for him, and he was extremely excited. And again, I wish him and his family the best of luck in the future. Now, Army, let's go ahead and talk about the news of this Air Jordan 1 lost and found now. And I let y'all know that Mr. Unloved One said that this is the most produced Air Jordan 1 that he has ever seen. And Mr. Unloved Ones, he specializes in retro ones. So when I heard this, I took this as valid information. Now, he said he would never give us stock numbers, in which he didn't. But literally yesterday, Nice Kicks and all these other articles picked up with what he said. And now are saying that the Air Jordan 1 lost and found will see about 500,000 pairs come release day. Now, with that 500K, they not saying that that's all men pairs. That could be men, grade school, toddler, and preschool, but that's still a lot of pairs. Generally, when they make Air Jordan 1s, we see it anywhere from 100,000 and less. But to hear that it's close to 500K pairs, or rumored 500K pairs, that's great news. And I even mentioned this in the live stream. I said, when you got that many pairs and resellers hear that it's 500,000 pairs, they get to competing with each other, because if one person have a price too high, that's gonna force the next reseller to lower their price. And then when they see somebody lower their price, they gotta go underneath them so that they can get the sale. And then this person go underneath. They're gonna start competing with each other in order to get all these shoes off, because they don't want to be stuck with all these pairs and then these pairs are sitting. Now, I 100% do not think that this shoe will sit. I don't care how many pairs they make. Mugs are gonna loop. People are gonna go back for doubles. I need as many as I can get. I'm not gonna lie. It's already been 7 years since we seen the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Jordan 1 Chicago is my favorite OG Air Jordan 1 of all time anyway. So I need as many of these joints as I personally can get. Please don't think just because you're hearing a rumor 500K pairs that it's gonna be a cakewalk. But you still gotta put in the footwork. You still gotta do these raffles. You still gotta politic, because a lot of stores are gonna get pairs, but most of them gonna go to the highest bidder. Like, y'all already know what time it is. I seen a lot of comments yesterday, and people was like, man, it's either retail or bust on these joints once they heard how many pairs that are gonna drop. Now, one thing that I did screenshot, I know I seen that Sneaker Fetish had a little thread going on Twitter, and I seen some things that, you know, were kind of interesting. And this was a forward message, Army, and when it's stuff like this, I still take this with a grain of salt until we get more information, because I don't know where this message came from. But it makes sense, and when it makes sense, it makes sense. If that makes sense to you, Arby. So I'm going to read it right quick. And I love how they started it. It said, don't take this with 100% certainty, but those Jordan 1s that are coming out in November, we're supposed to get 800 cumulative pairs. 800 pairs. Now, that does not sound off, because what did I say when the Rebellionaires? It was some spots in Texas that got like 2,000 pairs. I want to say between 1,200 and 2,000 pairs. That's a lot of pairs, and my boy Low was able to loop, and I think he got like 15 pairs. He was on the live when I called. They had hella pairs. Now, I do think that this spot is 9 out of 10, a mom and pops or a neighborhood store, and that's why they're getting so many pairs. But it says the whole motive behind the shoe is to bring the hype back on Jordan 1s by having a colorway like this sit. So it sounded like they want these joints to sit. He said 800 was the minimum for our store for what we could order, just because they wanted to keep stores filled with them. We've never had a Jordan 1 with this amount of quantity in one store before, so unless there's a late shipment, which hasn't happened for a while, these are going to sit, so don't bother wasting your time on these for early pairs. Now, the Rebellionaire set. It was plenty stores that I've seen the Rebellionaire sit. We cannot compare these joints to Rebellionaires. 800 pairs is still a lot, but you got over 20,000 people in that city that probably want this shoe. So like I always say, the amount of shoes does not make the shoe limited. It's the demand that makes the shoe limited. Now, I ain't gonna stop. I know of stores personally that had over 1,000 pair of Air Jordan 11 Cool Grays. So hearing 800 is a very hefty number. You hearing some million pairs? Cool, I'm gonna be able to get a pair, and you still take L. So please don't let these numbers blind y'all to the fact or trick y'all to think that these are still gonna be an easy shoe to get, because the demand is probably 10 times as high as many pairs that they are producing. So don't get fooled by it. Still do your due diligence. I just can't wait till we get the official list of stores that's actually gonna get them. Again, we know Sneakers App gonna get them. We know the neighborhood store is gonna get them. I low-key wish that these were still dropping October 19th, so that way we can just get this release over and done with, Army. The week of this release is gonna be the most vital week because that price is gonna determine everything. If these are going $350 on release day, I feel like that's good because prices is $1,500 and up right now. These joints do not need to be $1,000 going into release day. I even say $600 is too high. I had a cap at $500 for these. I'm like, I don't want to spend no more than $500 for these. But the thing is, we know how Air Jordan 1s work. So even if these joints are going $350, $400, they still gonna move because we know in the future this is gonna be a hot ticket item. Look at the 2015s. 2015s hit $1,000 what, like 3 years ago? And that was what, the 3-year marking of that shoe. So in the next 3 years, next 2 years, this shoe is gonna be in the thousands 100%. So it's a lot of factors that's gonna play in. I just want to get my retail personal, and then I can worry about everything else afterwards, Army. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that news. Does it make y'all feel better? Does it give y'all some kind of positive light that you gonna get a retail pair? Or you like, Break, I ain't listening to none of them rumors. I need to see how it's gonna look on release day. Then I can talk to you. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about all that. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable Vote. Unbreakable Army, stand strong like always. Most importantly, hug your loved ones, and of course, remain humble. And we out.
I hit Unbreakable for the Yeezys. He the plug, call him when I need him. These old's tough, but he get him easy. Yours old, him first season. Them most beefy, looking like 2 laps. 2 less, cause your ass taking nail.